Hi, my name's Pat.
And I'm Isaac, and welcome back to the Walkmen Comics podcast.
The Potty podcast.
Today, what we're going to be talking about is basically all the comics that we enjoyed in 2017.
And getting ready for the new year.
Yeah, and New Year stuff, all the movies that's going to come out next year. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And, the rule is the comics don't have to have come out in 2017.
Because we didn't read enough to come out in... I read, maybe 3...
That came out in 2017.
Yeah, probably 3.
Yeah. Might be a bit late to talk about that since, I don't know, who knows?
Yeah, it's a bit late. It's almost end of January.
But who cares? We're telling people what to read, so...
Yes.
And the lights are flickering in this room.
Yes.
I don't know why.
It's probably because this is a really old room.
Yeah.
It's been bashed up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's been bashed up with a baseball bat. All the walls are broken. Anyway, so...
How about we start with movies?
Should I start? No, we need to start with the comics,
Okay,
Do it in chronological order.
Okay, so we're just going to take it in turns to,
Should I start, or do you want to start?
I'll start.
Alright.
Shouldn't have given me the chance.
What comics did you like in 2017?
Well, the first one I'm going to pick, and this is going to be a shock to everyone, it's Green Arrow. Just kidding, it's all new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you like Green Arrow, though?
Yeah, I do like Green Arrow. I like that.
Damn it, that's in my list as well.
Well, all new Guardians of the Galaxy is probably because this series is actually probably the only comic book series I've ever actually collected every single issue. If
you want to abbreviate it, it's ANGOTG. All New Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's just weird. Anyway, this is the only comic book series I've actually ever probably...
picked up every single issue.
Yes. I hate doing that, but this is such a good series. Plus, it comes out every second week. It comes out every second week.
Really?
Not
That's
kidding.
Awesome. They must be working really hard to put it out.
But I kind of see how they're doing it. So I think Green Arrow does the same thing every second week.
Alright.
Because there's a lot of comics that come out for that. The art style changes, so it goes 2 issues with the same art style, then 2 issues without the same. So
that's interesting. You get
that's a smart tactic.
A mix of both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same writer.
If you don't like it, wait 4 weeks.
But nah, I think it's good. It started off really good. Then it went a bit all over the place, and then both volumes came out. Then I kind of understood it then. I didn't buy the volumes. That was a bit too much.
Yeah.
Who would buy that? You buy every single issue, and then you buy the volumes?
Not worth it.
I mean, the volumes are $22 each.
Which is worth more? Say an issue is... say a comic is complete.
Nah.
Which is worth more, every single issue or every single volume?
Worth more.
Or are they about the same? Because they wouldn't be the same, though, because,
No, okay, so it's more expensive to buy every single issue, but if you want to sell it, let's say you wait...
volumes.
How long? The original Avengers issues, I think they had volumes back then, probably not.
If you want to, they didn't have volumes, they just had issues, because,
but I think...
they weren't really that valuable back then. They didn't think it would become, crazy expensive it is now.
Yeah, definitely issues. Issues are more expensive because they are, the volumes, they can reprint them, but if you want... The issues are the original ones, and they don't reprint issues, let's say... The series has ended, they won't reprint any more issues, once the new series has started.
Yeah.
And the new series will come out a month or 2 after.
Yeah, I think also if you're looking for, to wait 100 years and then sell something that's really old and valuable, then get an issue, because, that's...
Get number one. Number one.
And that's the most iconic, and it also seems more valuable and more sort of historical, because that's... an everyday thing that people had 100 years ago,
I know, yeah.
But volumes are just, made to be very precious and valuable anyway, so... Yeah, so get the issues if you're looking to do that.
If you want to sell them.
Anyway,
you have to wait a long time.
So, what were you talking about your top 10 comics?
Well, I got top 10, he's got top 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 5, he's going to do 5, then I'm going to do my last 5.
Alright.
Okay, so these are completely out of order, except...
so the first one isn't the worst, last one isn't the best, They're all in just any order.
Yeah,
because we don't have that much time to plan stuff.
Actually, All New Guardians is probably the best out of all of these.
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah, it's so good. I love Guardians. Except it's just a bit weird with what they're doing with Legacy. I know they're trying to set up a big major event, but it's kind of a bit annoying.
Could I do a top 6? Because I thought of another one.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, let me write this down.
I'm doing a top 11 now. Okay, so the next one is Green Arrow. Green Arrow, I was like, my pop bought me volume... I had volume 1, like, from a friend. He gave it to me as a present for, like, Christmas or something. I can't remember. And then I got volume 4 for Christmas as well. So I went out and bought 2 and 3. I was like, why not? So I read volume 1. Oh my god, it was actually so amazing. I was like, holy crap, this is... Why isn't the TV show like this? Like, the TV show is good, don't get me wrong, but... Come on, the comic is really good. Like, my friend... I don't want to give away his name in case he yells at me, because he does watch this.
Let's see if I can figure out who he is by listening to you. I like to play that game.
I already showed you his picture earlier.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know who it is, yeah. You don't get to see.
He was reading the New 52 run. He liked it, but it got really dark at some point, and he just stopped reading it. He thought it got really trashy. But then, New 52 was amazing. No, not New 52. What the hell am I talking about? Rebirth Green Arrow has been probably the best run. I've actually... Every single time... I know they put this on lots of book covers. They say probably the best run out of DC Rebirth. But I've actually looked this up to check. It's in the top 10, maybe? I think, yeah, in the top 10 or top 20. It's definitely up there. And that DC has about 30, 40 comics. Yeah. Probably not 40, probably 30.
Yeah, I'd say so.
They've got it's up the top. It's pretty good.
Anyway, so what's your next one on the list?
I know this came out a long time ago and it finished a while ago.
But he still didn't enjoy it in 2017. That's a rule. We can do that.
Yeah, okay, so
we make our
the
own
original Ultimate Spider-Man series by Brian Michael Bendis. So this is not
bit of a throwback.
Not Miles Morales. It was
Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe.
You know, a funny fact.
Yeah.
This actually started the year I was born. Almost, it was very close to my birthday as well.
Now people are gonna know how old you are on the podcast.
Sorry, I already gave away my age.
Oh yeah, you did in the Thor Ragnarok review
by accident.
Yeah,
doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, so yeah, this comic.
I mean, like, you could have told me not to edit it out and not put it on YouTube.
I really don't care anymore because they don't know what I look like. Well, they do actually. I really don't care anymore. Let's just say I don't care.
Yeah, you accidentally put a picture of him on Instagram instead of the official logo.
Insta-scam.
You call it that, don't you?
Yeah, Instagram instant scam.
Instant scam, alright.
I don't know. One of my friends got scammed on Insta-scam, so that's why I call it that now.
How do you get scammed?
I don't know. Some guy... there was like a pop-up ad, and then like it destroyed his phone.
Oh, it hacked him.
Yeah, hacked him, and then he was forced to buy all the stuff. Like, he got scammed.
Oh, okay.
Insta-scam.
Okay. So what's the next one?
So this is Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm going to continue. I only started reading this because of the Spider-Man Homecoming movie that was coming out in 2017, which is good. I like the movie.
Yeah, they actually borrowed a lot from the Ultimate Universe in that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, well, if they're gonna... well, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I actually really love this. I got into it through Comic Storian. He does
good YouTuber, you should watch him.
Yeah, he gives recaps /
reviews
explains
stuff.
The story, he reads them to you.
He also does a podcast, so yeah. That was an inspiration for this podcast, actually.
Yeah, it was. We actually thought it would be fun to do it.
Yeah. It's fun to do podcasts. So
plus you get to chill out. The only thing that's stressful is when you you plan out something that you really want to do, and you try and get as many notes as you can, but the internet's retarded, so you can't always get what you want.
Also,
we actually tried looking up something for this. How many DC movies are coming out in 2018? I only found one. There's supposed to be 3.
Oh. Also, but the good thing about it is, it's not like doing, a gameplay video where you have to focus on the game and talk and everything's happening really fast or something like that. I think that's how it feels.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's, nicer. You just get to sit back and just talk. It's basically how you normally talk to people.
But just as friends, and you're explaining it to other people.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Alright, so back to Ultimate Spider-Man. I got in through Comic Storian. Greatest YouTuber. Probably, I think, the best YouTuber. Blitzwinger comes second, and all the animating people such as Herald Stories, Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out, Something YT. I can't list
Something else YT.
Why not Roundtable? Let's just throw in the Roundtable because they're cool as well.
Throw in the Roundtable. You're just throwing a round table in.
Yeah.
Take this.
We are not being advertised, and we are not having a gun pointed at our head right now.
But please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us if anyone wants to.
You have to have like 10,000 subscribers to be sponsored, by the way.
Do you?
So, yeah, you do.
No, someone got sponsored by their own dad, and then he got skyrocketed. He got from 6
Must
views
have had a famous
to
dad
like
then.
10 views. He skyrocketed to 10 views. No, 10,000 views.
Anyway.
This is not...
We are going off on a weird tangent about dads
Ultimate
that
Spider-Man.
sponsor people.
Ultimate Spider-Man. I think you should go check it out. That's how good it is. The only thing that annoyed me was it kind of ended 2009, but it ended in the best way possible. I'm not joking.
Yeah, it actually sets up, like, it basically changed everyone, like, the way that they saw him and stuff, because, like, they just saw him as just a kid and stuff, and then, like, when he dies, they're just like, wow, he
and
actually
this
took
set
this
up Brian
seriously.
Michael Bendis.
You know? I mean, like, they knew he took it seriously, but, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, Captain America thought he was just a child in a costume. He was, like, 18. He was 18 at the time.
Yeah.
He had just finished school.
Yeah, and then, like...
He had just finished high school, and he died.
Yeah, when he died, you actually cried at his funeral.
I cried. I'm not joking.
When you're reading a comic, really.
Yes, I was not joking. I was expecting it, but I was just... Oh, wow.
That's actually
I
more
knew
emotional
he was coming. I knew it was, like... Probably because I had spent so much time with this character. Like, just this character.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
That, yeah.
I probably wouldn't have, let's say, Batman dies. Oh, well, he's going to come back. He died and did not come back. That's it. That's probably why it was so good, because...
I think,
he didn't come back. He was replaced. Well, not replaced, but, like, his legacy was carried on.
Yeah, I think at the first time that people were just, like, really shocked, like, when someone didn't come back in a comic book was, like, way back in, like, the original Spider-Man when Gwen Stacy died. Like, that was, like...
They started... No, I think the first ever superhero to die was Superman.
No, I mean, like, in Marvel. I mean, like...
No, but, yeah, let's talk about this... Let's talk about comics altogether. Superman was the first to die.
Yeah.
But that was only to get people's attention. Yeah. And then after 2 years, they're like, that was a really big mistake. We got people's attention, but that wasn't probably the smartest thing we could have done. So they bring him back. That started the whole you can bring superheroes back thing.
Yeah.
I think, how many times did Superman die and then come back to life? I'm going to look that up right now.
Alright. So while he's looking that up, I don't have anything to say.
How about you talk about some of your comics that you found?
Alright, so I have a top 6, because, yeah, I had a top 5 and I'm just like, oh, there's this other one that I really want to say. So, yeah, the first one on my list is All New Guardians of the Galaxy as well, but, like, he already talked about it, so, yeah, no point in talking about it. And then the second one on my list is...
He's died over 10 times. I'm not joking. I've actually seen 10 times Superman has died.
Oh.
And then there's another one, I think, I'm just going to double check. I think there's about 15... If there's 15 times Superman has died.
15 times?
And that just shows you he's come back to life.
That's on Screen Rant on the official website. I'm looking at it right now. I'll put a screenshot of it on the video.
He died in 1966. What was the other time? 1977. 1992. That was the actual death. That was the one I was talking about when Superman killed him. Well, Doomsday killed him.
Wait, Doomsday killed him?
Yeah.
Oh.
In
1999.
1999.
Whatever.
2006.
Infinite Crisis.
That's
number
actually
7.
a good comic.
Yeah, it is
2016.
Awesome. Yeah.
Actually, that was probably the best. 2016 New 52.
That was, like, really emotional.
That was...
Like...
I also cried on that one, because I hate Superman. I hate Superman so much.
You cried of happiness because he died.
I wish. Oh, he died in Batman v Superman as well. I did not cry in that because...
Oh, they're talking about the movie. I thought they were just talking about the comics.
No, we're talking about everything. He died in 1961 as well. Lex Luthor one.
Yeah.
Action Comics, 1968.
I don't
know. Okay.
1970.
He died of old age. 1971. 1976.
1986.
Oh, sorry. 2003.
In Red Sun.
That's actually good. Yeah. That's a good story.
Red Sun is actually crazy.
It's like All-Star Superman, I think. I think that's the movie.
I mean, I'm talking about the comic Red Sun, like S-O-N, not an actual Red Sun.
2008.
Yeah.
Wait, 2003. Hallelujah! That's why I hate Superman. He died. Nah.
He died when you were born. That's why you hate him.
2013. He also died in that. Dude.
Yeah?
He died 2013, then 3 years later, he died again.
Oh.
That wasn't that long.
I just thought about this. So, like, if we become, like, super famous on YouTube, will, like, you hating Superman become, like, a meme?
Probably.
Because
look,
people just send us memes about it.
I prefer the Rebirth Superman compared to New 52. I think it was because...
Yeah, his suit looks awesome.
No, not just because of his suit. Just because the New 52 Superman had nothing... He didn't really have anything to fight for. Yeah. And I read about 3-4 volumes of Action Comics and the Superman comic. I'm not just...
We need to get back to the
I know, but I'm going on a rant, okay? Leave me alone.
Alright.
I watched Superman become... Like, he was just there. When you have Superman, he's just there.
Yeah.
Just because he's a god. Everyone loves him.
Like, the problem with his character is just he represents that perfect character type. But Captain America is also that same character type, but he is his own character. He doesn't represent that character type. He sort of sometimes fits into that. Like, he fit into that perfectly in the past. Now he's becoming his own character more and more. And
he has flaws, though. Captain America has flaws. Superman had no flaws until Superman lost his powers. Then I started reading Superman Action Comics again.
Yeah, it's good when things actually have a twist.
He lost his powers.
Yeah.
And that was actually a long time. I think it was 6 months. 6 months he lost his powers, and the comics were coming out bi-weekly as well.
Yep.
So that was 12 issues.
Every 2 weeks for all you non-nerds.
Yeah, so he lost his powers for 12 issues. No, I think longer. Maybe a year. He lost his powers for a year.
Huh, wow.
And that's like, I don't know, 6 months in a comic. So Superman had no powers for a year. 6 months, I don't know, remember. It's a bit wonky time periods. And then...
I think it goes the other way. Like in a comic, if a year passes, that's like 6 months in real life, I think. Because they do it really quickly and stuff. Yeah. And then there's time skips, you're just like 1 year later.
Yeah, like, whoa, I get that.
What? They have to do that, though.
Yeah, like to move the story forward. Because they can't just show you what happens in a full year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's kind of a given thing anyway. Anyway, go back to the Word document where you have all your
I know,
notes.
but I'm just still going.
Alright.
Okay, where was I? Yes, okay. And then he sacrificed himself for the planet, and we find out there's another Superman hiding there. This is from pre-New 52 Superman. So, there was pre-New 52 Superman. He was married to Lois, and he had a son, Jonathan Kent. Super Sons. That's a good comic if you want to read that. I would have recommended it, but I haven't. Bless you.
Sorry.
I haven't read it yet.
I looked at the audio waveform when I sneeze, and there's just this massive spike.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So yes, back to the. Yes, that's why I think Superman. That's why I started liking Superman again, because he actually had to struggle to save the world.
Yeah, and
then.
Yeah.
Pre-New 52 Superman, Rebirth Superman, was trying to fit into the world. Like, they saw Superman die, and then Superman's back? What? But this isn't our...
lights are flickering again.
It's like Sam Wilson, Captain America. You're not our Captain America.
Yeah, but
that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it, because he had to fit into a new world.
Anyway, you need to go on to the next one, because it's been 20 minutes already.
Oh, I'm sorry for... I get really emotional with comics sometimes. Like, good comics.
Same.
Comics.
Actually, I can't. I shouldn't really be blaming you about that.
Supergirl. Rebirth.
Yeah.
Rebirth, Supergirl. Supergirl and New 52, it had potential to be better, but didn't hit that mark. And then Rebirth got it. Like, I know I've talked about this in Rebirth, the Rebirth part 1 and 2, but it actually hit the mark to get it there. It hit the mark probably too well. Like, it got the best parts from the TV show, then it was dealing with the stuff that muddled it up in New 52 and set it straight. Like, it fixed it. Like, you know how...
Yeah, that's kind of what Rebirth is all about. They're trying to, like, get every single good thing that they've done and, like, mash it up into the same thing.
Like, they're trying to autocorrect their universe from going downhill to good.
Autocorrect?
Yeah, autocorrect.
You mean, like, just... It's not really autocorrect, it's self-correct.
More fixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I like Supergirl, like... And she's trying to fit into this world where... And she didn't arrive as a teenager, so, like, in the TV show, she didn't arrive when she was 13 or something. She arrived when she was 18.
Oh.
So, like, or 15, I can't remember. Like, she's just starting high school, she's just got a job.
Yeah,
like,
it's
an intern.
cool to see, like, a Kryptonian, like, trying to fit into real life and everything on Earth. But, like, with Superman, he was there from when he was born, so he basically grows up with it, like everybody else.
So, like, it's not that confusing to him. Yeah. But, like, Supergirl, she's been, like, she's so used to the technology of Krypton and science, like, advanced science on Earth is, like, basic science.
She's just like, what is this? Earth is shit. It takes 30 minutes for a Netflix movie to load? That sucked.
No, I'm actually serious. So what happened was, she was talking to her foster parents, which are the Danvers. She doesn't have a sister, which I thought would have been a cool twist. Like, she has a sister. I'm doing quotation marks, bunny ears.
Air quotes, sorry.
Yes.
That was a terrible voice crack, sorry.
She doesn't have a sister, like in the TV show, which I don't like that. I think they should have kept the sister part, because that was good. But yes. She's trying to adapt, and she's having this conversation with her foster parents. They remodeled the living room to make it more Kryptonian, but that's 1,000 years behind the modern Kryptonian, so they got it wrong, but still they tried.
It's like Homeworld from Steven Universe.
Yeah, like
I just thought of that just immediately because...
Yeah, like, it was 1,000 years behind, like... 1,000-year-old furniture. No, it's fine. 1,000-year-old furniture, which was funny, very funny. They also had the science thing. She's having this conversation. How was science class today? I got all the answers right. And, like, that's so great. It's like, it's too easy. Is it like a higher level or something? They're like, are you kidding? You're an extension.
It's like what? She's in, like, year 4 or something. Can I go to college now?
Can I go to college? No, but she can't go up because...
Grade 4, 4th grade, whatever you call it.
She could literally do whatever... She's really good at science, practically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move on to... This is one I...
Finally!
I'm sorry!
Finally!
Okay, this is a good one.
This
is really good. Then you can go. I Am Groot.
Yes.
So I love the original Groot miniseries. I think this is actually meant to be an ongoing series, but didn't get enough like last time.
What if it was called I Am a Tree Person? That would be so funny.
That's just weird.
I am a tree man.
I am tree.
No, it's just I am a tree man.
I am tree man. Alright, so I Am Groot, it's practically like the first miniseries Groot, but it's got, so the lesson of this, Groot has to learn to grow up.
And the moral of the story is...
Yeah, well, in the first one, it was about Groot getting to Earth. Rocket got kidnapped.
He has to grow up, you just water him a few times and he grows.
No, that's the thing, he can't grow. He's stuck as a baby. If you're reading All New Guardians, you'd know, spoilers if you don't want this spoiled, but you should know by now, it's been like... I think I read it... Issue 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Issue 12, you would have learned that the gardener has taken little twigs from Groot every time he's lost a twig. He's collected them, planted them in the ground to make these monster growing plant creatures. Like
that is so cool.
And they
that is such a cool concept. I want to read it now.
Like, you know how Groot's a pacifist? Like, he only really eats vegetables. These are cannibals.
He's a vegan.
These are cannibal Groots. I'm not joking. They actually ate another baby Groot.
How would you eat a tree? You get, like, splinters in your throat.
They're trees. Nothing makes sense. They're walking, talking trees. But they're actually crazy, like... And the garden has completely lost his mind. That's why. He's like an elder, like the collector, the grandmaster. If you thought they were bad...
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
The gardener has completely lost his mind. Like, he's so crazy. He's destroying entire planets. And he's supposed to be protecting life. He's destroying it. That's how much he's lost his mind. Yeah, so that's why Groot's not growing. So he's stuck as a baby. And he's having fun, he's enjoying his childhood again, but he's trying to help, quotation marks, he's trying to help by pressing buttons. He gets launched from the ship, and they're in an alternate dimension trying to escape that alternate dimension. Before the portal closes, he gets launched out.
Oh, that's... Whoa.
And he's stuck in that alternate dimension.
Whoa.
So
that is so cool.
He goes on this journey to... You okay? Yeah, Isaac's slowly dying of a sickness. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a cold, actually.
Yeah.
And, like, it's making my nose feel worse because I'm talking so much.
Yeah,
like,
same.
That's what happens when you keep on talking. Like, your nose gets, like, clogged up.
Yeah, we've been planning out and talking all day about podcasts.
I've been doing so many podcasts. It's just, hurting me.
We'll do 2 more. We're going to do 2 more tomorrow.
But, yeah, we need to make loads so we actually have one to upload each weekend.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, we're going to upload at least 1 every week. Maybe 2, if we really feel like it. But we're going to have some in reserve in case, like, let's say... we can't do it one weekend, we'll have some spare.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to do it in case something goes wrong. Like, I don't know, Isaac's broken his leg or something, and he has to stay in hospital for a week or 2. We'll have some to upload.
Yeah.
Like, we'll try and do that. Alright, now back, where was I? Am Groot, yeah. So he gets launched from the ship, gets stranded on a planet where there's evil micro robots, like they're like these weird nano things. They take the shape of the Guardians to try and trick Groot.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, it's messed up.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's cool that they would do that. I mean, like, it's a cool concept.
That is cool, yeah. Like, but it's like really freaky. Then this headless robotic dog comes up. So he's got a head.
That is scary.
He's got a head, but he's got no body. It's all robotic below that, and he comes to help Groot. But then they're trying to escape the robots because the robots are a bit crazy. Oh. They're completely damaged.
So it's like the Headless Horseman from Scooby-Doo. Like,
yes.
He has a head, like he's a pumpkin head, but he also...
He's the bodiless.
Yeah. He has a body, but he has a pumpkin for a head. Yeah. I think it's really funny. Like, I saw that when I was, like, I think 10 years old. The Halloween special has, like, the guy with the pumpkin for a head on a horse.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So, yes.
Anyway.
Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
So... he's trying to escape. They escape. They make it to this village. They meet another character that they're going to befriend. They go into the temple with #, /. It's actually a train station.
What's a train station?
So what happened was there's these time storms. That's how Groot got on that planet. So what happened? The time storms are like temporal displacements. They can go into other dimensions. That's how the Guardians got. He saves the whole planet, almost dies in the process.
Creates a temporal paradox. That's a Bravest Warriors reference.
Actually, did you see the new episode of Season 4?
No.
It's good.
Alright. Quickly.
Okay, I'm going as fast as I can, okay?
Okay.
So yes, then what happens? I've gone brain ploop. Brain ploop,
what?
Yeah, so he almost dies in the process, but then safely meets up with the Guardians, and no one believes him. He goes on this 3-day massive adventure, but he comes out the same time he left.
That's interesting.
And he falls asleep.
You're making me want to read this more and more and more.
I know, it's so good. Like, the first Groot miniseries was great. I probably read that about 17 times.
Right.
I just kept borrowing it from the library. I just read it 17 times until I got so sick of it. It was that good. And I just kept doing the straight. I'm not kidding. And then the I Am Groot, I read it. I kind of want to read it again now. I'm, like, selling myself on it. Okay, now, you go.
Alright, so, I already said, like, the first one on my list was All New Guardians. Pat already talked about that. And then the next one is the 2015 version of Spider-Man 2099. Now, this is basically a continuation of the Spider-Man 2099 story from 2014. They basically continued it, and he gets this really cool new suit where it's like he has like a white shirt and like the red spider symbol on it. It's really cool. I'll put a picture on the screen. Yeah, it's really cool. And he goes back to 2019. Actually.
2019.
Yeah.
Wait,
because like 2099 was like all destroyed. No, it wasn't destroyed. Like, he goes back in time, and then he goes back to 2099 because there's this bad guy who comes from that year, and then he manages to go back to that year, and everything's really destroyed, and then there's like this evil Hulk that's in charge. It's really cool.
Yeah, Maestro.
Yeah.
That's it, Maestro. God. And, you know, he actually came back in time. He followed Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
And got stuck. In 2017.
2019, you mean?
No, he got stuck in 2017.
Oh, okay.
And he fought Old Man Logan and Hawkeye. Not Old Man Hawkeye, the series that has just come out. By the way, I actually want to go check that out. Yeah. Apparently it's really good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but he fought Old Man Logan. And he fought Hawkeye. Clint Barton. And it's so good.
That's cool.
Like, the story's really good.
So yeah, that's that. Anyway, so the next one is Teen Titans Rebirth. I talked about this in the DC Rebirth thing, so I'm gonna quickly gloss over it.
Didn't they partner up with Aqualad or something?
I think later on in the series. But basically, what happens is it's not the old Teen Titans and Titans. It's the new ones. Has like Starfire, Beast Boy, the new Wally West, and one other, I don't remember who, Raven, and,
Kid Flash.
Yeah, Wally West, I talked about that. And then there's, basically Damian Wayne. He's really messed up in the head, and
you keep saying that, but
wants to,
if he went through that trauma he did, his grandfather was,
I'm not saying that stops him from being messed up in the head.
Wait, is Ra's al Ghul still alive in DC?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, so he didn't die in the comics.
Yeah,
so
he has to go back to where Ra's al Ghul is.
This is the original one. His grandfather was burnt alive in front of him. Talia was gunned down by Deathstroke. And his father is Batman.
Yeah,
and he was raised by the League of Assassins.
He has a messed up story, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think...
Do you know they erased all of that? Now he's just... Oh, he had sex with Talia. He has, like, no cool backstory anymore. They've completely erased it.
Hey, you think, there's a guy in Overwatch that looks like a younger Ra's al Ghul? You know, the guy that looks a lot like Genji? I'll put a picture on the screen. I mean, he doesn't look a lot like him. He's, like, really related to him or something. I don't know a lot about Overwatch.
Imagine if it was younger Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. I don't think so. Because that's owned by, like, Blizzard Entertainment.
You never know. I think there's going to be an Overwatch team-up with Justice League or something in the future.
That would be really cool.
Nah, I want to see
Who makes the Overwatch comics?
Blizzard, like, you just said.
Yeah, but,
maybe
like...
It's Dark Horse.
Are Blizzard owned by anyone? Because, like, if they're, like... Then it could happen, maybe. Who knows?
Know.
But, yeah, basically that's what happens. And he basically wants to just get the Teen Titans to just use them. I just go watch the DC Rebirth podcast, part 2, where I talked about it. Anyway, so I know this isn't Marvel or DC. It's the Adventure Time one. I really like it. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, because it's good. It, like, his favourite TV show... Your favourite TV show,
My favourite cartoon. It's not my favourite TV show.
What's your favourite TV show?
My favourite TV show, probably Sherlock. I really like it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good... You know they've got a comic about that?
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you. There's a comic about this if you really want to
Do they make him look like Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I call him Eggs Benedict.
Why?
That's like the name of like a salad with eggs in it.
I call him Beconic.
Alright. Whatever. No one can say his name, so...
Beconic. Beconic. Alright.
Anyway, so I really like it, and the best thing about it is you don't have to read any of the other ones to understand it. You can just pick up like issue 12 or whatever and still enjoy it.
Well, sometimes you have to. Like,
that's what I do. Like, the first thing I picked up was like the 12th volume, and I still understood it and enjoyed it.
Like, because it's like the TV show. Like,
yeah,
you don't need to watch every single episode, but it helps because there's an overarching plot.
Yeah, but it's also nicer when you there's something that you don't know. It's just something about that feeling I really like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my last one, I enjoyed this 2017 the most. Spider-Man 2016, and I know that it has 2016 in the title. All right, I just enjoyed it in 2017. It was made in 2016. That's why it's called that.
It continues the title.
Yeah.
Like, it continues the title. Like, what? Spider-Man 2099 2015.
But they still put the 2099 in it.
Yeah, like, it's still, like, the thing is, the title's 2099, but the year, like the actual, like, because there's so many, it'd be like, I don't know, they'd have to call it something else, like Spider-Man 2099, I don't know, the detective comic or something. I don't know.
That's too much like Batman.
Who cares?
Anyway, so,
that's what it'd have to
basically,
be like.
It continues Miles Morales' story after, what's it called? Spider-Man Miles Morales, that comic.
Hey, does that
really
continue? You know how there's that Spider-Man 2?
Oh, yeah. That's really cool.
Do they still have, like, is that linked, or is that
it's
a separate story?
It's all the same story.
I know, but
it just,
do they,
like
reference it? Do they reference
it? They do reference it,
okay,
actually.
good, because I kind of...
There's a reference to it right in the first issue, so...
Really?
Yeah.
It's
just a flashback. It's a
to
flashback of the main universe Peter Parker giving him his blessing.
Does it have any
and saying telling him his costume looks cooler than his?
True. I actually remember that. Does it reference Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, and what's happening with him right now?
I think it does, like, later on.
Because
I'm
what's
not sure
happening right now, if you don't know, Peter Parker's wanted by the police.
Yeah. Like he always was. But a bit more.
No, even Spider-Man's wanted. So Peter Parker's on the run, Spider-Man's wanted by the police.
He wouldn't be on the run, he'd be on the swing. No, because, like, he doesn't run, he swings around the city.
You know, that's actually Guess what? There's another event for Marvel coming up.
Really?
This year. Okay, so there's 3 events coming out this year.
Well, that sucks.
One in January, which is happening right now.
I don't really
Avengers No Surrender. They're more self-contained events, so I guess that doesn't count, but still, they're events.
Still an event. Still
yeah, so,
an event.
Come on.
That's the way that they say it. Anyway, so, yeah, it continues Miles Morales' story. It sort of is linked into the Civil War 2 event. Remember that back in 2014 or whatever?
No, that was 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Why did I say 20? That was stupid.
I don't know.
And yeah, it's really interesting. It has like some really quick stories and stuff. It's basically Brian Michael Bendis when he was like not as good writing Miles Morales. Like you thought there was like a good story building up, and then he just throws this mini story in, like here and there, like
well, that's
tiny
good
mini
because
stories.
Like, do you want a overarching story every single time? Like, you said like
I prefer an overarching story actually.
Personally,
but, like,
I would like. This is what they do in Harley Quinn. They have a fun, lighthearted story, then they have a serious topic.
Well,
like,
there's like an overarching serious thing, then a few like lighthearted things.
True.
You know? But yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, that's all of my ones.
Give me a second.
And 1 second's over. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna like run through this. Okay, Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Actually, there's one that I forgot to talk about.
No.
The Wonder Twins. No, I'm just kidding.
They are awful. They don't even have their own comic.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Do they even have their own comic?
I don't even think so.
Imagine if they did. The comic would probably not even sell.
You hate Superman? I hate the Wonder Twins more than
they're like
more than
so
you hate
useless.
Superman.
One is actually good. The other is useless. So one can transform into any animal. Well, aquatic animal.
Beast Boy. We already have that.
I know, but aquatic animal. That was.
Well, that's more useless than Beast Boy.
No, but
I mean, not that Beast Boy's useless. It's like
I know, but then the other one can only turn into water, ice, or gas.
Why did you want to do that? That you can do nothing.
No, he can only turn into those things.
If you turn into water, you're just water on the
Why
ground.
do you think he has
If
a
you turn
bucket
into
of water?
ice, you're stuck there.
Why do you think he has a bucket with him?
Oh yeah, that's why.
He has a
To
bucket
self-contain himself, and then to turn into gas.
So
like
you know
what
what
can
has-
you do? You can't punch people or anything. That's stupid. That's useless.
It's
and then aquatic animals, you have to be in water to actually do anything.
Not
Otherwise,
if you turn into water.
But if you're on land and
Genius.
you turn into an aquatic animal, you're just going to be flopping around like a fish. You can't do anything. You know?
I'm sorry, okay? Okay, so quickly running through this. Red Hood and the Outlaws, I think I started it this year. The first volume, I think, is the best thing I have probably ever read. It's a darker, edgier tone. I picked it up because I don't want to find something in DC that was similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. I probably found something a bit better.
Yeah.
This was really good. It's called The Dark Trinity. Pick it up. I actually am going to pick up Volume 2 when I can find it because it's sold out all over the city. I'm not kidding.
Must be popular.
It's so popular. Just before Christmas, they had stocked up. I was like, nah, I'll come back after
Loads of
Christmas.
people are going to get it for people for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was like, nah, it's not that popular.
If you have a comic book fan friend, get it for him.
Dude, it was all gone. Red Hood and the Outlaws, Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns, practically all of Rebirth was gone except for the few loose issues like Green Arrow.
That means it's good though, so...
Batman was all gone.
It's worthy of this list.
Batman, Detective Comics, all gone. Action Comics, all gone.
This list.
Supergirl, Green Arrow, Harley Quinn, like the first volume and the third volume. And that's practically all that was left. They had just shipped some in that day. So they were still stocking them because they were all gone after Christmas. Alright, yep, so let's go back. Yeah, so...
How many more do you have to go?
Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. I read the original series, which was good.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
They stayed married. They had a kid. She is now... In the original series, she's like 6 years old, I think. No, she's definitely older than 6. I think like 12? Wait, 15 minus 8. It's 15 minus 8.
15 minus 8 is, in fact, 7.
She's 7 years old.
We suck at maths.
Leave me alone.
No, I said we suck at maths,
okay,
so we both share the insult.
Maths. No,
Maths.
Quick maths. I'm too tired to think about it. Okay, so yes. Yeah, so she's about 7 years old, maybe 12, I don't know. And then she's just got a costume, and this is for emergencies only. She gets attacked by Mole Man, blah blah blah. Her parents have to go save her, and then they work as a team to defeat him. It's a pretty good comic. This is in Marvel Legacy. They did a time jump. 8 years later.
8? Holy.
That's why I said
cow.
minus 8. I think she's 15 or 16.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
So what happened just before the 8-year jump? She went to Xavier's school to learn... She wasn't a mutant, but she went to Xavier's school to learn how to, like, adapt to life and, like, train...
Why would they let her in, though, if she's not a mutant?
Because she was a young superhero girl, and Xavier saw that she had some... Like, they wanted to help her. They didn't want to at first, but they needed to train her. Wolverine was her teacher.
Oh.
And they actually... Wolverine likes her, like, not like her, but...
Well, like, bit of an age gap. That's... No thanks, no.
Like, they're really good friends. Like, Wolverine obviously doesn't... He's very hard to make friends with. He still doesn't even like Spider-Man.
Of course.
And, like, Peter's, like, watching his daughter train, and it's, like, really funny to watch. And he's, like, getting super worried because he wants to... So just... Annie's going to Midtown High. Just like Mary
Jane. Like, you mean
Jane
Logan Wolverine, right?
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah.
So, then, Annie is going to Midtown High. You know the school that Peter and MJ went to? She's going there.
How old is that school? It must be really old.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like Yeah,
so that's where she's going. And just before the summer is over, Peter wanted to do something with his daughter before she goes and hangs out with all her friends or whatever she's going to make. And he's acting like a dad. I'm not even joking. Like, even my dad acts like this all the time. Like, he's like, he wants to hang out with us, or he gets really annoyed with us, or when something's too expensive, he tries to compromise or just says no. He's actually acting like a dad.
Peter Parker would make a good dad.
He is, like, he's like, and he's stress walking up and down all the walls and the roofs, and he's just like, and like you can see, honey, can you stop? I have to vacuum the roof again. And then they're like, because she wants to go to this virtual reality park.
I have to vacuum all the webs off the roof.
No,
all the old cobwebs. Wait, don't they dissolve though?
Yeah,
so like do. You wouldn't need
after an hour.
Yeah, but like his shoes would make marks on the roof.
Yeah, so, that's why. What would happen? Yeah, so Annie wants to go to this VR roller coaster park, and I'm just like, why? And then they're like, holy cow! It's like $300 per person. I'm not even joking. They like shouted that out, and Annie's like, what? What did you guys say? And they're like, nothing. Trying to cover it up. Because Peter promised this, and she's like, I can't afford this. So they take her to Coney Island, and she's like super pissed off.
When you like make money from working for the Avengers, like loads of money.
Tony Stark's rich in this universe. Peter Parker is not rich.
It's just like, universe. Hey, Tony Stark, hit me up. I need to take my daughter to this VR park place.
He's still taking pictures.
You're rich. Help me out with it.
Dude, he's still taking pictures for Spider-Man. Well, he's still taking pictures of himself.
It's not going to get a rise from flipping J. Jonah Jameson.
He actually makes so much money because he films it as well.
Oh,
so like he gets money for the photos in the newspaper and then videos for the like news crew.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, a bit tired.
I should read some more Peter Parker stuff.
Yeah, they're really good. Okay.
I really want to now.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm thinking about his character, and yeah. Anyway.
I'm going to move on, because I really need... Nova. I think the Nova 2017... I think that was actually probably one of my favourite Nova stories, and I've read practically all of them. So, yeah, so Nova's like... It's back to Sam Alexander. He's...
Nice.
He's going through life. He's still trying to find his dad, but he's back to school with a new year. Everyone knows in his town that he's Nova. He's Nova. He's Nova. There's lots of Novas now. Leave me alone.
He's a Nova.
There's lots of Novas. Leave me alone. So yeah, there's lots of... Just leave me alone. There's Nova.
I'm actually annoyed. I'm sorry.
It's just that there's lots of Novas. It's hard to remember which is which. So yes, Richard Rider jumped.
I'm sorry.
So he finds a Nova distress signal. He's like, Dad, and like just bolts out of school. He flies off so fast he doesn't even notice what he's supposed to be in class. Obviously, Sam Alexander, and he finds Richard Rider trying to escape the Cancerverse. That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
He's trying to escape the Cancerverse. He got trapped in there for... How long? 1, 2, 3... That was 2000...
I don't mean to be rude, but we're almost an hour.
Sorry?
So I think we need to try and...
Up. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna try... I think he was trapped in there for 4 years. Maybe a year.
What? It's crazy.
He was trapped in there a long time. Let's just say that. From the original Brian Michael Bendis run... Okay, so 2 years... 2 years... Yeah, 4 years. He was trapped in there for 4 years.
Whoa.
That's what I think. So he's trying to escape the Cancerverse, but he's got a part of the Cancerverse in him, and what's trying to pull him back is the world mind. That's practically it. Spoiler alert. Champions. I started reading this year. I think it came out this year, or maybe was it last year? I don't know. It was a really good story. I think it could have been a bit better, but they deal with real world threats, and they deal with real world threats.
Kind of like a social justice thing.
Yes, but they're still superheroes, and they're trying to fix up the superhero community and their reputation because the whole world hates them after Civil War 2. So all the young teenage superheroes are now banding together. The original team is Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Nova, Sam Alexander, not Richard Rider, Totally Awesome Hulk, and Vision's daughter. You need to read the Vision series if you want to understand this. But he builds his own family. 2 of them die. 1 actually commits suicide. That's the mother. So that's why she has no emotions. She actually had a lot of emotions before that. Vision and Viv both switched off their emotions. Now they're like almost heartless.
That's crazy. Don't do that.
Yeah, but they were in that much pain.
Like, that's not how you deal with that.
Yes, but they're robots. They could do that. They're robots. They can do that. They can switch off their emotions.
That's not how you should deal, even if you're a robot.
Dude, if you're going through that much grief...
But that's not
even Vision.
Wow.
Vision, like, after he lost his children with Scarlet Witch, he dealt with it a bit differently, but still, he did it. He did something pretty weird as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to it. So those are the original cast. Then Cyclops joins in, and he joins the team. Then Gwenpool tries to join the team, but then stuffs it, and probably they try to explain to her, you can't just beat up people. You have to. There's rules and stuff, but she's trying to tell them it's just a comic book, but they're trying to tell everything still matters. They don't get to see that they're in a comic book. Anyway, and then I started reading Runaways. This came out 2005? 5?
Yeah.
2005?
There's actually a TV show on Hulu.
That's why I started reading it. I was
like,
oh, there's a TV show coming out. I gotta read this. I read the first volume. This is the classic one, by the way, not the dumb remakes. And the new one's actually good. I read some of the new one. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit sick. Yeah, so...
Don't worry, I was a while ago.
Yeah, so then, what happened was she came out and she's like, oh my god! I came out, oh my god, this is probably the best book ever. I could not put it down. I probably read it 3 times.
Yeah, it's awesome.
3 times in 1 month. It takes me about a week to read some, because I read them in the car.
Wow, that's
Then we got
be
Spectacular
crazy.
Spider-Man. This definitely came out this year, because I know. This was Peter Parker more down to earth, trying to investigate real world problems. Well, you know, the friendly neighborhood kind of problems, like bank robbers. And then he goes on this massive adventure. He meets the Tinkerer's brother. He's the good guy. He's the good Tinkerer, Mason. He meets his sister. Well, he meets his sister from the original run, where he found out that he had a sister, but it wasn't really her sister. Kingpin just brainwashed her, and then they all lost their memory of Peter Parker being Spider-Man. Then she remembered that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Then they go on this big adventure. They go to Mason to get some technology for his sister Tess, and they're trying to run from S.H.I.E.L.D. because S.H.I.E.L.D. was gathering information on how to take down superheroes. Not kidding. S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, it's more like this secret organization within S.H.I.E.L.D., like Hydra and Winter Soldier, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, let's keep going. X-Men Blue, I like that this year. It's just trying to divide up the X-Men teams instead of all new X-Men, X-Men Generations, X-Men blah blah blah, X blah blah blah. They're dividing them into colours like they did in the classic run. So X-Men Gold is the normal team from the normal timeline. Then you got the time-displaced, multiversal X-Men Blue. They're actually a good cast. I really liked it. They're hanging out with Magneto now. They've met Wolverine's son. They've met Wolverine's son.
Instead of Odin's son, it's Logan's son. That sounds really good, Logan's son.
I think he's from an alternate universe as well, and now he can't get back, or he just doesn't want to go back. Then we find out Magneto's trying to send them back to that timeline. That's why he's keeping them there. They also don't trust the X-Men anymore. The classic X-Men. The one that we've grown up with over the years. Now, Miss Marvel. That was a pretty good one this year. I probably think it could have been better. She's trying to deal with the fact that everyone hates her now because of Civil War 2, and that she keeps destroying everyone's lives. So she's quit being Miss Marvel. And now from Marvel Legacy, she's trying to continue being... so she's quit being Miss Marvel. No one knows where she is. So her friends, Kamala's friends, have taken up the role as Miss Marvel. They don't even know it's Kamala, but they've taken up the role as Miss Marvel to help crime in Jersey City. And it's really cool how they do it.
Awesome.
They have inflatable
Sorry,
hands.
I haven't been talking much.
That's
I'm
fine.
just thinking about what you were saying.
They have inflatable hands for Miss Marvel's embiggening.
That's cool.
They also jump off a lot of buildings but hurt themselves so badly. I'm not joking, they're trying to be like Miss Marvel. They're like, hey, can I take the ladder? Don't you just jump off and embiggen your way down? It's like, yes, because I'm totally Miss Marvel. So they have to run off and jump off the building. They get so badly bruised. One of them actually gets a broken leg and has to sit out for the next few weeks.
Oh,
that's because they're trying to protect the city. Okay, so that's...
Is that the last one?
Last comic, and...
Alright.
Okay, now I'm going to do a quick rundown of all the movies this year.
Alright, so here are some of the movies that are coming out this year. Marvel and DC. And other stuff that
There's only one DC movie coming out this year.
Really?
That's really annoying.
Is this just Marvel and DC?
Marvel, DC, and I think there's Disney.
Alright,
and there's also one more.
2018 movies, all that stuff.
These are in order, and there's one more that's out of order because I don't know when it comes out. So there's Black Panther, New Mutants, Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool 2, Incredibles 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, Aquaman, Dark Phoenix, animated Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, and then Tomb Raider. I think that comes out in March, maybe.
We just saw the trailer for that today.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the best voted comics of 2017. First off is Batman. Every single volume has gotten pretty much 5 stars. It's out of 5 stars. Snot
That's
Girl
awesome.
has apparently been really good this year. We just listened to Comic Story into what the hell is Snot Girl? We looked at it. It's been pretty good apparently.
This is the best voted comics, not the movies.
Yeah,
I said it was the
movies.
All right.
Okay, so these are best voted comics. We got Batman, Snot Girl Snot Girl is second, and then third is Action Comics.
Yeah, Action Comics is actually really cool. It's it's really nice how they rename it the same as the old one.
Yeah, because that's how.
If that's a good way to explain it.
Isn't that how Superman started? Action Comics.
We're talking too fast. We need to be
Sorry.
slow.
You know you can slow these down. You go.
I'm not talking about like that.
Whale noises. I'm like Dory. Okay, I wanted to talk about this quickly. I wanted to talk about what I'm trying to do this year. I'm not sure if Isaac wants to do it, but this is what I'm trying to do this year. I'm starting a new school year. I'm finally going to high school. Please help me. I'm going into year 10. I want to die.
10th grade.
I want to
grade
die.
10. Whatever you call it. Again.
Please help school.
Yeah.
So let's just move on. Everyone hates school, except if you're a nerd and you love it. Okay, I started doing digital art. I'm either going to restart everything or go straight to creation. I probably need to restart everything to make it better, smooth it out now that I've got a plan of what I want to do.
Yeah, if you're a bit confused about what we're talking about in our comics, go and watch episode 4 of the podcast.
I think of comic ideas that we want to do or something like that.
Yeah, because you talked a lot about that in
creation. Yeah, so creation is something I've been leading up to. It's
the
comic of creation, and McCrimmon's going after it for personal reasons. If you tried using this, I don't think it would work because the concept I've got for it is solely based around the characters. If you didn't have my characters, it probably wouldn't have worked because it heavily involves McCrimmon. It heavily involves all the characters I've created, so please don't try and steal it. And I think that's it. No, got one more. I'd like to go to Marvel or DC, or maybe write them, maybe go on a Skype call
this
with someone.
year.
Yes, that is... I would like to go do that.
Well, then you have to bring me with you, so that we can both do it.
Yes. What do you want to do this year?
This year, I want to be a bit more calm and not be as, not have that really sort of stressed out, talking fast personality.
Or depression.
Yeah.
The Great Depression over here has been very depressed this year.
Should I also, try and... If I do that and also stop trying to laugh all the time, then, I'm basically getting rid of my entire personality.
Don't do that. Don't...
It's basically what I am is really stressed, talking really fast, really panicked. Either that or...
you start
really
randomly
depressed
laughing.
Or randomly laughing. That's basically who I am. Those
it's
three
not
things.
bad. It's not bad. It's just that, sometimes... we're talking about something really serious, and then you just hear, chuckles in the background. You're like the Joker.
Yeah, I just think of something...
Dude, my grandmother just died. Sorry.
I just think of, I think of, the randomest thing. Most of the time, it's not even funny. I just start laughing about it. I don't know why. I can't help it.
Joker. I'm Batman, you're the Joker. Except I'm more fun. I'm
You're
Nightwing, and you're...
No, you can be like...
You're Deathwing.
Batman Beyond, because he has more of a nicer personality.
Yeah, well...
We need to stop this, alright?
Okay, Okay, thanks for watching. Actually, one last thing. The funny story. This is how I got locked in the bathroom for 2 hours. Ding. Okay, so I know we haven't done a funny story in a while, but that's because we've been really rushed with our podcast. So
trying to get them out on time. Trying to get them to you guys so you can
listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember what happened. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so what happened was, I was at my nan and pop's place. They just got new locks on all their doors. And you know those locks where you flick them shut?
Yeah.
And they've got that little cap on top?
Oh, yeah.
This one didn't have a cap on top. It was just those little needle things.
Oh, how are you supposed to...
I don't know, but you have to use your nails to get them out. And I bit my... I bought... Fuck.
You bit your nails?
Yeah, I bit my nails when I was really young. Like, a lot. So I had, like, no nails. I kind of still do it when I get really nervous today, but...
How am I going to edit this?
I don't know.
This is an hour and 10 minutes long when we're recording it.
Yes, I know. Okay, so, yes. So, I was going... They also installed new, like, flushing things, because, like, they had, like, one of those lever things.
Oh.
But then they had, like, something else installed. I can't remember what it was, and I didn't know how to do it. So I was trying to ask them. Like, and you know what was worse? We'd just gone out for ice cream, and I got really sick having ice cream, so we ran home, went to the bathroom. I was stuck in the bathroom. I could not unlock it, and my parents had just left, because I was going to stay over at my nan and pop's that night. So what happened was, they had gone out for, like, Pat, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're just going to the grocery shop around the...
5 minutes, yeah, sure.
And they were going to leave me in front of TV, but they couldn't find me. So, like, he's probably playing hide and seek or something. We'll be right back. I was stuck in there for,
just
like...
bang on the door, let me out.
I was actually doing that. Let me out! Wait for me! And they didn't hear me because the house was really big. It was, like, really long. And I was down the far end in my nan and pop's bathroom because the other one was still being fixed up. I'm not kidding. I got stuck in that bathroom for 10 minutes before they actually realised I was still in there. Oh, and they're, like, trying to calm me down, because I used to like the Wiggles back then. They'd try and sing me the Wiggles songs, but they did not get the words right, which really kind of annoyed me. But it was very funny.
The OCD is just kicking in. That's not how you sing it!
And then my pop went under the house to try and find his toolkit, and it's like, you know the Batcave? How it first looked? It was like the Batcave underneath, but full of junk. You mean in,
like, the old TV show?
Yeah, like, but full of junk. No computers or anything. It was practically just a cave with junk in it. That's what it looked like. It was...
It's not the Batcave, it's the Rat Cave.
Actually, there were a few dead rats in there. I found them.
Really?
Oh, yes. Let me... Where was I? Yeah, so my pop's trying to find the toolkit. He can't find it because the light fuse blew under the house. So I had to go find a flashlight. My Nana's trying to calm me down by singing me Wiggles songs, and she's getting them wrong completely. I was stuck in a diarrhea-filled toilet that really smells. The window is too high for me to open unless I shut down the seat and maybe possibly fall in that toilet.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, so they finally got the door open.
How do they open it?
So what happened was the lock, you know how they flicked it shut? I hit it a bit too hard and it got caught under the thing.
Oh, no. So
they had to unscrew everything and pull it off. And then they had to call someone in.
Just hang in there. We need to call the locksmith.
I'm not kidding. They actually had to call in someone to fix it.
Really?
Because Pop was just trying to get me out. He got me out, and I was just like... And then they helped me flush the toilet. And that's how I got locked in the bathroom for 2 hours. Yeah. It was seriously 2 hours waiting. And I don't think I've ever told my parents to this day.
Well, if they listen to this, then they're going to find out.
Yes, it was very funny.
So, yeah, thank you for watching the Walkmen Comics podcast today.
Potty podcast.
This weekend. And what's the next one going to be like?
Next one, we're going to try something new. We're going to each of us are going to do 2 characters that we really admire and give a breakdown on their origins.
Yeah, we're each going to talk about one Marvel character and one DC character.
Yeah,
each.
It doesn't even have to be Marvel and DC. It can be Adventure Time if you wanted to.
Oh, no. maybe let's just start with like any character.
Yeah.
But they both can't be like Marvel or DC or this thing or that thing.
Yeah.
Like they need to be from different things, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is why. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna help people if people don't. Well, like my family, they're not really into comics, and if they do listen to this, sometimes depends. They really don't want to because my dad said it's Sheldon's fun with flags.
That's what he said it's like.
Yeah.
But that's like only the first episode when we were really awkward and weird and we didn't know how to do this. But now we're really confident and we know exactly how to do a podcast really well, don't we?
No, I don't.
Alright.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I was being sarcastic.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. What do you think I rambled on for like half hour about comics?
Alright. But anyway, when we have no idea what to do, leave some suggestions on what we can talk about, because that's fun. Anyway, Thanks for watching and see you next weekend.